Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. That's a hard act to follow. I learned a lot tonight about heat transfer, and we need a little fluid dynamics going soon. And in the spirit of this evening, can somebody get me a whiskey and milk, please? I won't go to the hot air and the management part, but Lieutenant Governor Miller, thank you, and I agree with you. So it's truly a pleasure for me to stand here tonight representing ASME. I am an engineer. I always was an engineer, and I will continue to be an engineer. I don't know what that means, but I figured with all these engineers here, I'd say that. So ASME was founded, and we began advancing engineering for the benefit of humanity in 1880. Believe me, there are some days that I know that I was at that meeting. We've come a long way. Today we represent technology in biotechnology, clean air technology, clean energy technology, robotics, advanced manufacturing, pressure technology, and the list goes on and on and on. So we do that in a lot of different ways, but one of them is to recognize the excellence in engineering and the individuals who drive these technical projects and through progress. We've all heard of individuals like Thomas Edison, George Westinghouse, and people whose names that are less famous but have had many, many more impacts on our lives and our society. One of those individuals is here tonight that we're going to honor. And the important part is that she's a woman that is stood there in a very, very difficult field. I'll get to that in a minute. My friend, Dr. Gwendolyn Boyd, earned a Bachelor's of Science degree, graduated summa cum laude from Alabama State University with a major in mathematics. We won't hold that against you, okay? We heard our Lieutenant Governor's a civil engineer. That's okay too. I'm sitting next to her lovely husband, David Miller, who's an electrical engineer. So David, thank you for joining us tonight. So here we already see the unique and the magical mind that this world, what's impacted our world. Gwen was the first African-American woman to earn a master's in mechanical engineering from Yale University. And just to add to the depth of these remarkable profiles, she holds both a master's in divinity and a doctor of ministry degree from Howard University. Dr. Boyd has spent more than 3 decades at Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory. She served on and then chaired the university's Diversity Leadership Council. She was then named the first woman president of Alabama State University. President Barack Obama nominated Dr. Boyd, and she was confirmed by the Senate to serve as a trustee of the Goldwater Scholarship and Excellence in Education Foundation. And her work contributions go on and on and on. And if I don't mention her tenure as a national president, lifelong supporter of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority, I did that just to make sure you guys know we appreciate, we love every one of you. I cannot begin to tell you about the details of her achievements in engineering because most of them are top secret, literally top secret. So as I was saying before, we won't be saying much about that tonight, but when you think of nuclear submarines, think of Dr. Boyd. What's amazing is Dr. Boyd's a little bit taller than I am, and I know I have a hard time getting in so small, confined spaces. And when one of our first meetings, she said to me, as a tall woman in the submarine world with short hatchways, they almost didn't let me aboard. But that didn't stop her. She did that. And every time I see a picture on TV, I think of Dr. Gwendolyn Boyd and her submarine experience. We also have Tom Pistorius here tonight, who is a decorated Navy guy. Tom, thank you for your service. And Tom's a little bit taller than Gwen Boyd, and he too was in those confined spaces. But tonight we can stand tall because Gwen Boyd has joined a club with very few members, 7 to be exact. All of them, men. Now, there's an 8th brilliant individual in that club, and we're going to award in a few minutes here the ASME Fitzroy Medal to Gwen Boyd. The formal name and description goes like this. The Nancy DeLoye Fitzroy and Ronald V. Fitzroy Medal, established in 2011, recognizes pioneering contributions to the frontiers of engineering that have led to a breakthrough in existing technology or to new applications in new areas of engineering endeavor. That's Gwen Boyd. I know Nancy Fitzroy, and like Gwen Boyd, she is deeply accomplished and an impressive individual. She was ASME's 105th and first woman president. Her list of firsts goes on from there. For 37 years, from 1950 to 1987, Nancy was a mechanical engineer at General Electric. She was among the first engineers to work on heat transfer of nuclear reactor cores. I'll get that to you later, Mel, okay? She also worked on the first GE satellites to go into orbit. She not only helped design helicopters, she was an accomplished helicopter pilot. I spoke with her leading up to this. She couldn't be here tonight, so we went to the videotape for a little quick message.
Well, without engineering, you don't have the connection between science and the end user. It takes the engineer to take the scientific invention and to convert it into something that's useful in the workplace. I think a good balanced view of designing any piece of equipment, that women have a little different sense of how things should be done, and it's a worthwhile input. Well, I find it rather astonishing that there would be an award named after me, as all my life I've just done what I wanted to do, and it turns out I was very frequently the first. I think it's great that a woman is going to get it for a change. I would say it's about time. I'd say, way to go, girl.
So, Dr. Boyd, would you please join me on the stage for a second? For being a trailblazer in so many ways, for your years of dedicated, long, extraordinary contributions to the discipline of engineering, and for your tireless work in supporting and advancing a diverse next generation of inspired engineers. On behalf of the ASME Board of Governors, our President, Karen Roland, and our community all here tonight, it's my pleasure to present the 2023 Fitzroy Medal to you, Dr. Gwendolyn E. And this goes along with it.
Oh, all right.
And the last part, I got to give you a hug.
Absolutely. Thank you. Oh,
I'll take this down.
Okay. Thank you.